people are kind of holding Jamie Foxx accountable right now because he was getting caught again with some snow bunnies that he said that he swore off. So, long story short, as you can see, he's holding multiple snow bunnies' hands right there. Long story. Well, let me see if I can scroll down a little bit so y'all can maybe see it a little better. Long story short, Jamie Foxx with his cars full of snow bunnies and all of that stuff, people are kind of holding him accountable because after he went through his last traumatic experience, he credited black people for praying for him, staying with him, and saving his life. And then he also said that he was swearing off snow bunnies. And people are saying it doesn't matter if he was sarcastic. They don't think he was sarcastic. But even if he was sarcastic, that, is disrespectful for him to thank black people for praying for him and saving him. And then he only dates snow bunnies and then gets out of a car with a group full of them. Problem, no problem. What are y'all thoughts with this whole situation?
People really said that. Like people for
The
legit
whole
said
caption is based on. Okay, so let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. I'll give you.
what?
I'll give you an example. He never put down black women. They never. Hold on. He's never put down black women. They never insulted us or tried to degrade us. He can do what he wants as a grown man. Y'all don't shame black women for marrying white. Another Marie says he will stop when they level his bank account like Shannon account. That's all. Uh She Gets Me podcast says, hell no, we ain't surprised. Shell Stewart says, clearly as a type, it's a status thing. He will always feel this way. As long as he ain't putting down black women in the process, it's all good. Of course, it Slay says, not surprised. He never believed him when he said it. Nina says, did he not learn from the SS incident, Shannon Sharp incidents, so on and so forth? Let me see. Let me see what else he got. Were they there when he was sick, destroying the white race one at a time? He never talked down on black women. Live your life. He loves playing in the snow, so on and so on and so forth. And then I went to different posts. I just pulled up the most recent one that I could find with him displaying and being with the snow bunnies. But yes, people are having large conversations both on TikTok and Instagram. And it is a big debate that is now brewing about Jamie Foxx only preferring and talking to black women versus white women or white women versus black women. And one of the things that is being said is, you know, some people are on the fence and they saying, well, he never actually put down black women, so they don't have a problem with it. And then other women are saying, yep, he gonna learn. They're gonna do him just like Shannon Sharp, and they wasn't there for him when he was in the hospital. So to answer your question,
so
yes,
that's a disingenuous. That's a disingenuous argument. Were they there for him when he was in the hospital? Like, did he have anyone close enough to come to the hospital? Like, because he wasn't just having random people come. Like, these white people probably wasn't around. Like, why would you have random white people come visit you in the hospital if you ain't close to them motherfuckers like that? That's stupid as fuck. And this whole notion, did he learn from Shannon Sharp? Learn what? Learn what? All white people don't do that. Fucking it. I hate black people.
You shouldn't hate
agreement with you until you got to the hate black people thing. That's
God, dog. It's just like the worst of society is in the comments. I've been kidding. They infuriate.
Black culture is a thing that we promote.
Yes, Anton. I hate the culture, not the people. Yes, Anton, you're right.
Black
Massa
people are not bad. The culture may be bad, not the people.
Correct. You're accurate. That's correct.
Anybody else? Any other thoughts?
I think it's weird for anybody to care. It's not like he passed you over to get to whoever he was with. Like, what difference does it make who this man is with? And then to say, oh, he thanked black people, but now he's with a white girl. Okay. Well, what was he supposed to do? Not thank the black people? Like, people would be mad about that. If this man said, okay, I swear them off, but now I'm back. Obviously, this is his preference, and people are allowed to change their minds. What difference does it make?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if there was white people in this sphere who was that close to him, they would have been at the hospital. Just saying.
And the thing is,
if they can be with him out in public at parties, they can be with him at a hospital.
Well, not necessarily, because they wouldn't be allowed in if they weren't family. So, I mean,
plenty of people I'll hang out with, but if I'm on deathbed, no, nigga, you stay there. Like, what? That was stupid as fuck for you to say.
I thought he said who came.
I'm just saying, you saying he didn't have anybody there, but if you have people there during the good times when you're up and partying, why you don't got none at the hospital?
I don't want people that I just party with to come hang out with me at the hospital. Absolutely not.
It doesn't have to be the same people, but if you're making it race specific.
I'm
if
saying
some white girls
the white people that he's hanging out with weren't probably close enough for them to visit him at the hospital. That's what I said. You can change it and play your word salad however you could carry. Stop talking. I'm talking. You can play your word salad however you want, Molly, but that's not what I said.
Can I talk now?
Carrie. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I believe that on the stand-up, he said who came to see him. I thought he said his boys came. I think he said his daughter. He didn't want his daughter to come, but she came anyway. Like, I don't think it was only black people came and no white people came. When did he even say this about the black women?
He said it a bunch of times. He said it on his stand-up special on Netflix.
Okay, so see,
a lot of different things.
So that's the other thing, because he's a comedian. So it's not to say he wasn't serious, but it's like he's a comedian. So comedians, you know, they can intertwine stuff. It could be kind of true, but a joke, but not. But you know, and then look, a lot of us say, "I'm not gonna eat cookies anymore. I'm not gonna eat ice cream anymore," and then they eat it again. So maybe he said, "I'm done with white women," and he ate the cookies again. Like, fine, have fun with them. Enjoy. And the way those women were around him, they weren't giving him a choice.
He probably met them niggas yesterday.
He looked like, take me. I'll just have to follow you.
I think that what I seen was him promoting his love for snow bunnies. He wasn't trying to be discreet. He was kind of like trying to like red carpet them hoes. You know, and I don't think, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. He didn't do anything wrong. I think that people can be with whoever it is that they want to be with. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But I think his intention was to showcase the snow bunnies.
If he had walked that same walk with 3-4 black women hand in hand, people would be dogging him out. How could you do black women like this? Why don't you just pick one? Why are you with all of these women at one time? They don't think highly of themselves either. Like, there's no way to win that.
Not true, Kim.
Think about
how I know that that's not true. Because Chris Brown do it all the time. He have him a whole fleet every time he goes somewhere. He got a whole fleet of them, and people document it.
Yeah, think about how people talk about Neo.
Acceptable.
People talk about Neo all the time. Why is he here with all these women? These women don't care about themselves, and so on and so forth. Like, you can't win. So be with who you want to be with.
I mean, like I said, I think people can talk to whoever they want to talk to, but I think he was trying to flaunt the snow bunnies. I think that's what people do more than often than not. They show off their snow bunnies more.
So what does it look like if you just want to be with white women and not show them off? Like, what does that look like?
You're a little bit more.
You sneak them in out to the back. You go to the back.
There's people that move low key all the time, like to where they don't. It's people that live regular lives, or they live lives off the camera, and you don't really see anything that they got going on outside of when they recording or doing promos and stuff like that. There's plenty of people that only show up off the camera. or only show off on the camera when it's time to actually promote something or whatever.
Or maybe people aren't interested in them otherwise, so they could be there and just not be in the media.
They take pictures of everybody in certain places.
Not saying that they don't, but they're not. The people who aren't popping aren't going to make the media.
Mika, thoughts on snow bunnies with Jamie Foxx, or snow bunnies in general, or whatever you want to talk about? No, I mean, because it's chilling.
I really don't understand why this is a problem. There are plenty of white men who like batting for the other team. I don't.
You're diabolical for that.
Huh?
Batting for the other team.
Yeah. So I mean
you know what I found that the examples or the modifications sometimes sound worse than actually just saying it.
Okay, so then let me put it in plain English.
There's a lot of gay white
There's a
men.
lot of white men who like other races other than white women.
Other races, I got you.
Yeah. And on top of that, okay, chat. I understand I'm a biracial. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I don't.
Are you paying attention to the chat?
Oh, because I accidentally just hit it when I was trying to push mute, so it went back out. But I understand that. So at the end of the day, I don't care. Like I think everybody can coexist. What's the problem? As long as the person treats you well, what's the problem? And if I think the only problem comes in is when people actually do start saying they only do something because of something else. I think that's when people start getting issues, because then it sounds like you're just trying to spite another race. That's it.
Do y'all think that people should have a preference though, more often than not, for people that look like them?
No. I think people are people. Like, why would you be relegated to people who look like you?
Yeah, I don't want no man with baby hair.
Do you think that people should get more credit for talking to people that look like them?
No.
You mean like you get a cookie for being with a black chick? No.
Yeah, why shouldn't you?
Why should you? I mean,
If you preach it, then yes. If you're
like,
for black families, you should probably have a black family. I think in that, but I don't care. Like men can marry men, so I don't really think it matters if somebody is in
Y'all
a
don't think
interracial relationship. We've passed that. We so far beyond it.
y'all
I
don't
don't
think
know why
that
people still care.
people should get let me tell you why I think it's meaningful. I think it's meaningful because not because I don't think that people should be able to do what they want to do, right? Not at all. I think it's meaningful sometimes because it also shows that you can have a strong nuclear family when the representation in the media says that it's less likely when you are black. It's not that there's anything wrong with it, but the representation. I miss the Cosby Show because the highlighting and the showcasing of a strong nuclear family within a demographic, again, and this doesn't have anything to do with whether or not you can or can't. I think, again, I've always said that I think people should go and talk to whoever it is that rock with them. But I just think that it's planted in our heads. I hear so much rhetoric online on a regular basis about how black men ain't no good, or white or black women ain't no good, or whatever. And I'm not talking about from people on panels. I'm talking about people that are on fucking social media like Instagram and TikTok because they angry at something that happens to them and then they say fuck these motherfuckers or fuck these motherfuckers, whatever. But it's not a counterbalance to it, right? And the counterbalance was the things like the Cosby shows and stuff like that, that also show successful families that could come together and build, that it was possible. Right now, I think that it's a complete imbalance to where people are saying that it's not possible, so much so to where they'll even say that I'm an anomaly. Why should I be an anomaly? Because I found a feminine woman that actually do what it is that is best for the family, and we've been married for 20 to 21 years. I don't think that should be an anomaly.
Black, or they're just saying anomaly?
If this with another group or demographic of people wouldn't say you got a unicorn. Is what I'm saying.
I think a lot of Black media also pushed no fathers in the home, like kind of normalized the Black community being represented by single moms. I think a lot of it had to do with the TV and the movies. And unfortunately, people allow TV to brainwash them and they do what they see and they kind of live their life based off of media. So I think it just became the representation. A lot of these filmmakers and stuff, like if you watch Everybody Hates Chris, it's referenced like he was the only one, like one of like four with a daddy in
Yeah,
the house,
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think it's just normal
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
for
It
us
has
to
been
see
normalized.
ourselves with the father ain't there,
It is normalized. But that's why I say the extra points, not because you actually get extra points, but because there, in my opinion, there should be strong nuclear families across all demographics of people that are in America. But it's just less likely to happen in the Black community because most of the people that get a microphone, they getting it out of spite, not because they actually successful at what it is that they do.
So that's kind of what I was going to say, Anton. So even with the strong Black nuclear families, if they're not out on social media, if they're not out on TV or in the movies, you still won't know. And the people who are the loudest are going to be the most influential. It just so happens that right now, those people are the ones who are saying that Black men and women are trash. So, I mean, we'd have to attack it at the programming level. I mean, you would have to, because there are people like in social media who have these healthy Black families. You just have to go look for them.
I don't think so.
You shall find.
I don't think so, Kim.
You don't think they're there?
I agree with you, Kim.
What families in social media is a representation of strong Black families?
I mean, it just depends on where you're looking. Like, for example, I follow one lady who has 9, 10, 11 kids. I don't know how many she has, but her and her husband are together and they're making it work. Like that's their whole thing, like how I prepare life for 11 kids or whatever. And so it's just, there's other people. It just depends on where you're looking. You can find podcasts.
Yeah, it depends on your algorithm.
Right. Exactly.
And it also depends on your definition of strong. Because what if it's a strong? What if it? I would say you, Anton Daniels. What if it's a strong Black family, but the 18-year-old is gay?
What?
You wouldn't call it strong. I'm just saying. Everything else is on par, but the 18-year-old is a little limp wrist. I'm just saying.
EJ.
I would say Magic Johnson presents.
No. Try again.
Besides his 6'8" sassy fucking kid.
Try again.
Like D Wade and Gabrielle Union.
The Magic Man. Never.
I was kidding.
I look at Magic Johnson in the same way that everybody else does. So
yeah, I agree. I was kidding.
I think it's a lot of issues going on with it only because people have too much input on it, right? So on one hand, because this is America, on one hand, they want to classify mixed race people as something, but then on the other hand, they don't. So then it comes into question, what is the Black family? Some say they know what it is, and then some say they don't.
I think
I'm confused
people
these
need to get
days
off
with
the, I think
FBAs and
people need to get off
everybody
the
else.
internet, because I know, like, when I grew up, like, going to church, like your last name meant something, like the Cooksies, the Tallies, like these men were like par for the course. You know, if these men came from that family, that they was the shit, that they was the
One
niggas you
drop
probably need
rule
to
is
be
not
with.
science.
Okay.
And y'all like talking about science in this chat.
What did you said? What? One drop. One what?
Yeah, somebody said the one drop rule. I said one drop rule is not science. One drop rule is economical. That's history. It's not DNA. And they like science, so.
Oh, I got you. You were talking to the chat. Okay.
Yeah. But what constitutes a Black family? Because clearly a lot of Black men tend to follow the white supremacist one drop rule. So with that being said, if that's the case, then they can go date a white woman and still make Black kids. And they don't need Black women.
I don't see it like that though. That's still not Black. Mixed kids ain't Black like that to some Black people.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard it that way. I think it's pretty much if the mom and dad are Black and they have kids, y'all have a Black family.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's Jamie Foxx, and because I think
He
one of
don't have
Jamie
Black
Foxx,
kids. He has biracial daughters, right?
correct. But
Yeah.
but people will say that they're Black kids. So if that's the case, and y'all gonna call them Black, then they might as well go and date the white women.
I think if people are calling his kids Black, is because they don't know that they have white moms.
They know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you have a parent that is another ethnicity, or like, then you're part that and part this. I've never heard that. I've never heard of biracial people being called Black. Now, I have heard the actual biracial person identifying themselves as Black, but I have not heard other people consider them to be Black. But
it all depends on what they
Well,
look
that depends on how they're raised. If they are raised in predominantly, Black, or with the Black side of their families, they may, right? But if the family doesn't correct it, then they don't correct it. But at the end of the day, it's still different.
no, yeah, I agree. And I get the plight too. I understand the confusion that comes, because for many, they say that they don't feel quite accepted on either side, or maybe pushed more to one side than the other. So I get it. But I still would say, like, in general, when you think of a Black family, you think, Black mom, Black dad, Black kids. Like, there's no, obviously we can all trace ourselves back to something else, but for all intents and purposes, Black mom, Black dad, Black kids.
All what and purposes?
That's the Black family to me.
Yo.
Anything else is just it's a mixed household.
I don't want to say it
That's
because
it.
I probably got it wrong.
intents and purposes.
It's a lot of mixed kids though. It's a
Those are one
lot.
of those words you say fast. those phrases you say fast.
I used to say all intensive purposes.
What did I say? For all intents
I think they only
intents
consider the
and
black.
purposes, right?
I
That's
think
what
they
it's
only
supposed to be.
consider it black when the man is black, because I've yet to hear any black man say that white men make black kids.
Mm-mm.
I think
Correct.
it depends on what the kids look like. That's
Because
how
people don't even. Sorry, Kim. Burley.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, some biracial children present more black than anything. And I think regardless of if the dad is white or black, people look at those children and say they're black.
But see, that's another thing.
That's a misnomer, because again, it depends on where you grow up, because the place that I was born in, most of the kids look like that because most of them are mixed. So you can clearly you know who's what and what, but it doesn't matter. It only matters to people who actually are quote unquote mono race, right? But what I'm saying is, when you get into all of that, though, it becomes an issue when you start talking about black men who are dating white women, right? Because then they'll still say that they have black kids and black families. So,
But they don't.
I see most white men that I see marrying black women, they marry black women.
Mm-hmm.
They marry super dark women. They don't marry light skinned women.
well,
That's
my
the case for most of the ones that I know too.
Yeah, they always marry. They marry like the darker skinned women. It's so tripped out. They marry the darker skinned women, whereas the darker skinned women seem like they have a tougher time with black men.
You trying to tell them go date some white dudes?
well,
They'll
that's
love
because
them.
usually from my experience in my own family, usually white men like whatever the race is.
Right. That
Whatever the race is, the Asian, the black person, whatever, they like the actual race, not the mixed. So they usually go with whatever the race is. Now there are times where they do go with the mixed person, but it's rare from my own family's experience.
I don't think that is for mixed kids to be with white kids. Like a mixed person to be with a white person.
No, I'm saying a white man. He was talking about a white man that usually dates like a
Oh,
black
okay,
woman.
okay.
She's usually dark. And I said because I've seen in my own family's experience, like the man like to go and date the actual race of whatever the woman is. If she's black, he
Yeah.
wants to date the black woman, not the woman that he knows is like black. Or if she's Asian, like she's Asian.
right.
There's
Not
like no mixture. She's not Asian white. She's not Asian and black.
I see white men cuffing like blackity black women. It's pretty tripped out to see too.
It's like that with light skinned black men too. It's the dark skinned black men who have
And I've seen them make some beautiful babies. All the ones I know who have kids have like really beautiful kids.